Blackman Digital Graphics. We offer design, printing and branding services using large format printing, offset and digital printing. Our approach to printing, graphics design and branding is top-notch with quality services including roll-up banners, street banners, teardrops, reflective banners, telescope banners, vehicle branding, road signages, mugs, badges, t-shirts, polo shirts, hoodies, pens, letterheads, business cards, envelopes, receipt books, brochures, flyers, posters, calendars, magazines, wedding cards, plastic ID cards, funeral programs, and many more. We also have indoor and outdoor videography, photography, and live streaming services. Visit us at our MIGORI Market, Onyinjo Bridge, Tiendege Stage offices. Call or WhatsApp us through 0721 379308 or 0736 352224. Connect with us on YouTube and Facebook at Blackman TV. We are on TikTok as BTV Kenya and also Blackman Studios on Facebook as well. Blackman Digital Graphics, quality you can trust.
Kenya, BTV Kenya. I'm your favorite and one and only host, Gagi Isaiah. And tonight in the program, Politics and Power, we are privileged to have a guest with us, one and only, the guest of tonight, Mr. Kelvin's Opere. I hope I've gotten that right.
You are correct.
Yeah, you know, it is very careful. We have to be very careful when we deal with the names. Mr. Kelvin's Opere.
Yes.
So you can follow up on Facebook. Just go to Facebook page, BTV Kenya, Blackman TV Kenya, or you can follow us on YouTube, BTV Kenya, Blackman TV Kenya. You can reach us. Please share your comments, your questions, and what you think about today's discussion. And as we continue, I would like also to inform you that you can also find us on TikTok. You are welcome. I just want to take this opportunity to welcome my guest so that he gives us brief history about who is Kelvin's Opere.
Thank you very much. To begin by your introduction, I'm Opere Kelvin's Ochieng, a young man who resides in Oruba Ragana ward, Oruba area, Deep village in MIGORI County, Suna West sub-county. And Opere Kelvin's is a student in his final year at Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology.
Yes, JKUAT.
JKUAT. Pursuing a bachelor's in law, LLB. And also Opere is a politician in MIGORI County.
Yes. On that note,
yeah,
please, just let the viewers know much about your political history, since you said you are a politician.
Pleasure. Opere Kelvin's contested for a position of member of county assembly in MIGORI County, Ragana Oruba ward. I wanted to represent my ward members at the county assembly in drafting of the laws, amending of them that govern us in our county, referring to the duties of a county government in the Devolution Act. And my political journey began after the 2017 election, after when I witnessed how the election was, the announcement and the reaction of citizens and various leaders after that, and even how the court cases were handled, all that. That's what motivated me and gave me the go-ahead. I saw the winning of Honorable Malan Ogega, former NCA, pushed me forward and gave me the courage that you can. Because, you know, I never witnessed any election of a member of county assembly because for 2013 I was still young. I had no knowledge on election because I came to realize later how Kibaki was elected. So with 2017, when I was already educationally wise, and understood how the election was conducted, all that, I came to know that even a commoner, as a commoner, I can, because Malana Gega was a mere primary teacher, and also my neighbor. So I saw this is something you can do. And
so
I started campaigning from that period.
You started campaigning early?
Yeah, in Facebook. I started in social media because I was still young. People could ask me, you don't have even a form certificate.
You're not married.
You're not married. How do you expect to lead us?
Okay. Mr. Calvins, we are switching on gear, and we are getting it rough now. We are on a rough road. Yes. I hope you have enough foot gear.
I have a Futsubishi.
that is wow. So you have been in politics.
Yeah.
That is in 2017 you tried.
2022
you tried.
Yes.
And you know a bit about politics, especially in MIGORI.
Yeah.
Now, in your views about MIGORI politics, MIGORI County politics, do you think, or are politicians in MIGORI mature? Is politics in MIGORI mature? Is there maturity in MIGORI County politics?
To some extent, I would say no, because how can we defend that our politics in MIGORI County is that mature when we experience the kind of violence in meetings, in funerals, and all that? And you'll find that these violence are orchestrated by our own elected leaders, who on either hand have started campaigning for another position, or have started campaigning to defend their current position instead of working for the citizens right now. So, on my view, it's not yet mature.
You say the politics in MIGORI is not mature?
Yeah. Because
of the violence that is witnessed here and there.
Yeah, because with maturity, you should be free to accept other people's ideology freely. And with violence only comes when you fail to accept other people's idea. That when you cannot condone them anymore, and you see that the best way to force your own ideology into them is by inflicting pain onto them. So I don't see our politics being that mature, having with the current constitution that we have. Yeah, it's not yet mature.
So, looking at the current government, current MIGORI County government,
yes,
and in your opinion, there is no maturity in MIGORI County government politics.
Yeah.
Like the politicians are not pursuing this in a way that states that or shows that they are mature in their politics.
Yeah,
now,
to correct, when I say MIGORI County government politics is not mature, I include all leaders, starting from Senate and the MCAs, and even the MPs. I include all of them not yet being mature. Yeah.
Now, what can you tell them? What can you tell the leaders? Now you have perceived them not to be mature. And at this time, at this period, what can you tell them?
As a citizen of MIGORI and also as a voter in MIGORI County, I will advise them to shun away from the premature politics and work for the citizens, because that's what we elected them for. Campaign periods are not yet out. We'll get to campaign later. And if you as a leader never, you are being told that as a leader never take time to explain yourself to things that you feel that are negative against you. Instead, convince people of what you've done to them. Tell them the positive, what you've done and what you do to them, and what you are currently undertaking. So that will be my advice to them. And also, in all their dealings, let them consider the law.
Now, in the last point that you've just stated, are you giving our current governor a point? Because he normally doesn't respond, and his response is always very calm. I've watched him many times. I've been in his meetings. He's always saying that currently is the king, and the king's work is to rule.
But that's not a calm response.
And actually, the reason I'm saying this, he has never been so harsh in matters of responding to how things happen, to how people talk to him. Are you giving him credit on that?
I won't, because when he says that he's the king and the work of the king is to rule, in one way or the other, it's not a calm response to the opponents. Because, he's not only the governor of those who elected him, he's a governor of even those who oppose him. So instead, he should be assuring them of working for them. Okay, I've been watching his videos and his footprints of his response back to his key competitors and key distractors. Mostly I see him saying, I'm trying to remember of the latest. Example, when they were in Uriri.
Yeah.
And that, allow me quote it in the vernacular language that he used. And that, Omamba medugondo na ngacha, obima lokacha, bro inge sangweni ki. So, if I translate it, that continue lying to that person who wants to contest as a governor, and I'll defeat him at 10 a.m. early in the morning. So, there is not a calm response to someone who is trying to compete with you.
But we have witnessed
someone who is opposing you.
We have witnessed this.
But
severally.
He's also assuring people.
Even remember the last incidents that occurred in Uriri sub-county. You remember there was tear gas, there was gunshot, and he was left there, seated. And again, when the media team approached him, he was very calm.
But
he never responded in a way that indicates that he is violent. And from all his response, our governor, I believe, is not violent in any way.
But to his opponents, is he calm?
He's never been violent. Many times we've seen people throwing words at him, and his response is calm. He says, it is now time, let us work. It is only a year, it is 1 year, and some few months just elapsed. We are working. And again, if you look at it carefully, the last time there was a report about the debt that MIGORI County has paid, over 96%.
But
so,
also, just referring to the same statement, when I say that I'll defeat you at 10 a.m. in the morning. On one hand, am I even assuring people of a fair election?
That means he was very much confident.
So,
he was very much confident. He believed in himself. He believed that this one is his.
The response on my view that he was to give was that allow me work as the governor, work as an MP or an MCA, then depending on the type of work you've done, we'll present it to the citizens to decide.
Just hold it there. My dear viewers, we are going to have a short break to take, to sip water, and after that we are going to come back and we are going to look so much into this current government, this current MIGORI County government and the previous MIGORI County government, comparing the same. What do you think? That is where we are going to pick it from. Therefore, keep tuned. Keep sending your comments. Keep sending messages. Keep asking questions. Just log on to BTV Kenya Facebook page, or you can reach us on YouTube, Blackman TV Kenya. Your comment is valid.
Welcome to Blackman Digital Graphics. We offer design, printing and branding services using large format printing, offset and digital printing. Our approach to printing, graphics design and branding is top-notch with quality services including roll-up banners, street banners, teardrops, reflective banners, telescope banners, vehicle branding, road signages, mugs, badges, t-shirts, polo shirts, hoodies, pens, letterheads, business cards, envelopes, receipt books, brochures, flyers, posters, calendars, magazines, wedding cards, plastic ID cards, funeral programs, and many more. We also have indoor and outdoor videography, photography and live streaming services. Visit us at our Migori Market Onyinjo Bridge Tiendege Stage offices. Call or WhatsApp us through 0721 379308 or 0736 352224. Connect with us on YouTube and Facebook at Blackman TV. We are on TikTok as BTV Kenya and also Blackman Studios on Facebook as well. Blackman Digital Graphics. Quality you can trust. Welcome to Blackman Digital Graphics. We offer design, printing and branding services using large format printing, offset and digital printing. Our approach to printing, graphics design and branding is top-notch with quality services including roll-up banners, street banners, teardrops, reflective banners, telescope banners, vehicle branding, road signages, mugs, badges, t-shirts, polo shirts, hoodies, pens, letterheads, business cards, envelopes, receipt books, brochures, flyers, posters, calendars, magazines, wedding cards, plastic ID cards, funeral programs, and many more. We also have indoor and outdoor videography, photography, and live streaming services. Visit us at our Migori Market Onyinjo Bridge Tiendege Stage offices. Call or WhatsApp us through 0721 379308 or 0736 352224. Connect with us on YouTube and Facebook at Blackman TV. We are on TikTok as BTV Kenya and also Blackman Studios on Facebook as well. Blackman Digital Graphics. Quality you can trust. Welcome to Blackman Digital Graphics. We offer design.
Welcome back to Blackman TV Kenya, and welcome to our discussion today about on politics and governance and politics and power. That is, like we have stated earlier before, we still say you can log onto Facebook page, that is Blackman TV Kenya. You can also reach us on YouTube, that is Blackman TV Kenya. You can also reach us on TikTok. We are all there discussing matters that are important to our county. And like I said when we went for a break, comparing the previous government, the previous Migori County government, and the to-date Migori County government, that is, the previous is the former Governor Obado's government, and today is Dr. Ochilayako's government. What can you say about the two?
What I can say about the two, if I begin with the successes I can count of the previous regime, with Obado's regime, I could say there's a time invited Ida, the wife of the Right Honorable Raila Odinga, and launched some donation of incubators at Migori Primary. They've been giving out of free milk to the primary schools, check kids, and also the sponsoring of the needy students who want to pursue their high school education.
That is through the governor's scholarship?
Yeah, the governor's scholarship, which doesn't exist in the current regime.
Are you sure it doesn't exist?
It doesn't exist. It was thwarted away in the by the current regime. And the successes of this current regime, if I count, I can't see any success of this current regime.
You can't see anything?
I can't see it. Because the projects that has been articulated by this current regime aren't the duties of the county government. Issuing out of border stages isn't the duty of a county government. And that's just a mere campaign strategy.
You can't just say that, because on Wednesday, last week on Wednesday, I was in Godquer, the First Lady was launching some programs there, and we learned that Dr. Uchile Yako had launched water project there, and the tanks are there. So I'm really not really getting you right when you say you cannot see, you're only counting border stages.
Okay, the reason as to have not counted that one, the duty of a county government is to ensure that there is water supply in a county.
Which there is.
And sanitation. But there is water, and what about the sanitation?
You see,
Because these are two duties that marry each other. One can exist without the other. The current state of sanitation in the county is so wanting.
that is, I don't know how to term that.
Have you used the Osaka Road? As if not, you want to come via
Ogengo Dinga.
I don't. They were named lately.
Yes.
They were named lately, but I don't know the name of the road, the street. But I'll use the previous. After passing Jakodongo, getting to Osaka, you use the route that will lead you to Migori Market. Around this area, you'll find a wanting dumping site. There are a lot of litters there, and people are trading around that area.
You see,
Don't you agree with me that these people are exposed to waterborne diseases?
you're right, but you know it is the people's responsibility to keep where they trade clean. You know, it is not the government, the county government,
But
to
if
go
you don't
to
have a
where
dumping
they
site,
are and actually make sure they clean. It is their responsibility to dump the litters in the right place where they're supposed to be dumped, and it's the county government to collect the litter and take them to the dumping site.
But
which already there is something there. There's a container for dumping. So
but the container gets full, and it delays. They delay to pick it up and go and empty it. Secondly, we don't have a common dumping site in Migori. Where do you expect the residents to go dump their litter?
But you see,
although it has been a generational problem from the previous government, it has been
so
a
you
generational. It has been a
cannot attribute
generational
it to this current government.
It has been, but while people are campaigning, they promise to be better than the previous government.
And it is barely,
And
like I said, it is barely 1 year and some months.
And so, first of all, in leadership.
Why don't you give the governor some time?
But we have the basic needs, the pressing issues. The first duties that I would advise any county government to articulate first is make available waters. They will make water available to its citizens. Ensure that sanitation is good. Ensure that the learning conditions in both, because for our county government, it's the primary schools and the polytechnics that are under its jurisdiction are in good condition. Ensure that their polytechnic, the vocational center, not polytechnic, vocational centers are almost in every sub-county, which was articulated by the previous regime. Because we have Akala vocational, we have Uriri vocational, we have Kababu vocational training center, and many more. And these are because with water you assure them of good health. And also ensure in health still, ensure that there are dispensaries. I see there's one in Norudip, Aruba, where I come from. And education. Because at independence our enemies were ugonjwa, ujinga na fukara.
But you see, you just mentioned the deep dispensary. Are you attributing this to the current regime arm of this? This was an effort of the area MP, Honorable Peter Masana.
With the deep dispensary, I won't speak of something I'm not yet sure about, but this was before even 2022. It was there, and there's been a wrangle between leadership of who brought it. So, but if we go back to the duties of both the MP and the governor, it's the duty of a governor. For an MP works under the national government. Dispensaries are not under national government. They are under the county government. It's only the hospitals, such as the MIGORI Referral Hospital. That's where an MP can attribute to, but owing to the fact that it is not in his constituency, maybe our area MP, Peter Masara, could champion for either deep to be a hospital, either level 4, instead of being a dispensary to expand, or be a referral, or another one to be established in Sulawesi. Yeah.
Okay, you have, in essence, you are saying that the county government, the current county government, should fix sanitation, water, they should fix education, they should fix health sector.
Those are the important ones, because there are others like business, by the license, the casinos, all that, but the important ones, because without good health, you will not have the residents to govern. Without good education, you will not explain to them of the duties you've articulated until they understand. Yeah, so this is why I'm really pushing hard that let them articulate this one first. Others are just miscellaneous.
Okay, thank you so much. Please keep sending your comments. Keep sending your comments, keep sending the questions. We are receiving them and we are going to address them. We're going to address them at the right time. I can see there's some people asking questions and leaving comments. That is great, and Mr. Opere is here to answer your questions. Now, Mr. Opere, in your opinion, what do you think about the impeachment of MIGORI County Assembly Speaker?
His impeachment?
Yes, he was just impeached a few days ago.
It's just mere politics.
What do you mean mere politics?
Mere politics, because the same members of the county assemblies who impeached him have not given out a substantive defense of their claims, because they claim of incompetency in performance of duty, but they haven't given out a clear substantive defense for the public. So without that, unless that be provided, I'll not term it as a mere politics. But also, you know, one problem that our county government undergo is the incompetency of the members of county assembly. Because you find ourselves mostly electing members of county assemblies who are not educated. People who don't know even the duties of a county government.
My friend, what do you mean?
People even don't know the duties of a member of county assembly. You'll see,
like who, for example?
You'll see many members of county assembly taking photos around roads being tarmacked, and this is not the duty of a member of county assembly.
Please let the viewers know who's that member of county assembly who's not educated.
We've had many members of county assembly who are not educated, and even Uruba Ragana has produced many.
Who?
And even the current sitting one.
You see the first.
The first member of county assembly was Jakwat.
But Jakwat, well, you can't say that. We can't just go that direction.
It's only for Malan Ogega, who was educated,
but Jakwat,
being a teacher.
He served these people.
You know, he served these people, but as the duty of a member of county assembly is for you to represent your ward members in the budget making of a county. Through that, you can bargain for some projects in your county. You represent their grievances. For example, the members of my ward have got bad roads. And how will you know this? Conduct a direct democracy with them by calling barazas, asking them the problems they face, asking them what they need to be solved. And through this is what you take to the county assembly. But none of them has done this. None of them give even the members a detail of the bills they have sponsored in the county assembly. I'll dare you to go and ask even a single member of county assembly. They'll not provide you with any. So that one will also I'll still insist on my point of their incompetence.
Their incompetence. Remember, MIGORI County is large.
Yeah.
We are not only talking about Uruba Ragana ward.
Yeah, I just gave a little example because, okay, there's a say that says that one termite, not termite, one worm destroys a meal. Yeah.
Oh, now there is a war.
Yeah.
in our county.
Exactly.
Uriri is blowing hot
Yeah.
for the governor.
And even Suna West is blowing hot.
What can you say about that?
About that,
About
the war between the
political
governor and the
temperature,
MPs.
the political temperature as at the moment.
You know, the political
Is it
temperature,
good for the people?
it's not good
Is
because
it good for the governance of the county?
it's not good because when you have wrangles in a county or in leadership, you delay the decision making process. Because I